Not gonna believe what just happened. CNN just got kicked out. It's not a game. They just got kicked out and forced to admit the truth. But the Democrats are losing their minds to a point that CNN is actually laughing at them. Right. And Obama created DOGE? Oh, these are questions we need answers to. But first, we have some Scott Jennings issuing the reality checks.
Look, I think this is absolutely America first. It's needed policy, and it's what people have been asking for years. And honestly, politicians have talked about doing this for a very long time. The only difference is they never do it. You've had presidents from both parties say, I'm going to make the government smaller. I'm going to go in and look at the bureaucracy and make it more efficient. I'm going to trim where I can, trim the fat. No one ever does it. Reports are written, committees meet, people have phone calls, press conferences are held, and nothing ever happens except the government gets larger and larger. Lo and behold, Donald Trump shows up and throws out the sledgehammer, the instrument of destruction, Elon Musk, to actually do it and do it at lightning speed. This is precisely what voters have been demanding. Is he going to break a few eggs along the way? That's fine. They'll have plenty of political latitude to do it because the action is what's wanted by the American people. Well, I think certainly Republicans are going to support what effectively amounts to the most aggressive and needed government audit we've ever had, no matter what agency it is. So, yes, I think the party is by and large going to support this. I think the Pentagon is an agency that absolutely should be looked at like any other. I don't want Elon Musk or anyone else going in and saying we need to shrink the size of our military or somehow reduce our national capacity to wage war or defend the nation. But you can't look at a bureaucracy this size and tell me that there is not waste, fraud, and abuse that could be ferreted out if somebody like Elon Musk and his team were willing to go in and do it. Of course they're going to find things. They'll find things in every single agency. And I think the American people are asking for that. And I have no doubt that you could get rid of some waste, fraud, and abuse in the Pentagon and have no impact on our national security whatsoever. And in fact, maybe you might enhance our national security by getting rid of some duplicative bureaucracy or some things where money's being spent on things it shouldn't be spent on, maybe redirect those things to more mission-critical items.
Yes. I mean, our tax dollars could be allocated towards things that could actually benefit Americans versus it's weird us just paying them to continue to gaslight and issue propaganda news. I don't want to be sitting here aiding towards that, giving my tax dollars for a building for you to be sitting there spreading lies. Like, come on, man. And on top of that, the fact that they are saying or insinuating that Elon Musk wasn't put in this position to do exactly what he was doing shows the amount of grifting that they do. It's annoying. It's really quite annoying. Somebody said, keep up the good work, Scott. Why Fox News doesn't give you a gig only proves what a mistake they made by hiring whoever that they name. Anyhow, the Democrats are melting down. We have this post right here from the Republicans against Trump. Ooh, it's going to get juicy. The Pentagon just announced that they would double the number of news organizations removed from physical offices to make room for MAGA propaganda media outlets. So, of course, they're going to try to do this thing like it's a back and forth, left versus right. But it's really just about getting rid of things that aren't beneficial to the American people and also inflated spaces. And I mean, yeah, and when our money is being inflated in certain spaces that are unnecessary, come on. We could use that money to help the military and all these other things. Oh, hold on. Let me finish reading this. She says, out the New York Times, Politico, NPR, the Washington Post, CNN, NBC, The Hill, the War Zone. But in Breitbart, the New York Post, the Washington Examiner, OWN, Newsmax, HuffPost, the Free Press, the Daily Caller. They said they're establishing state-run media, just as totalitarian regimes do. This is just a video of Pete Hegseth just thanking God and acknowledging Donald Trump.
All praise and glory to God.
But it has nothing to really do with this post right here. But hey, what a positive post. What is such a, how do I say, a gaslit capture. Anyhow, we have CNN panel accidentally tells the truth. What? Breaking. Even CNN can't keep a straight face while watching Democrats lose their minds over Elon Musk. Then yes, CNN. Yes, CNN can't stop laughing at them. Uh-oh. What we got going on?
To our Republican colleagues, if you do not see the light, we will bring the fire.
Oh.
Resist!
We are going to be in your face. We are going to be on your asses.
We have days to stop the destruction of our democracy. We have work to do. Tell Elon Musk to take his hands off your money. We don't pledge allegiance to the creepy 22-year-olds working for Elon Musk. We pledge allegiance to the United States of America.
They talking about big balls.
God damn it, shut down the city! We are at war!
We will win. We will
Is that Schumer? Oh my gosh.
win.
Then even CNN panelists couldn't hold back.
Yes, they need the Democrats need a real leader. Okay, they need a real leader, which currently
Abby over there trying to hold her chuckles.
does not exist.
Late night also.
Oh man, I'm telling y'all, this is about to be an amazing 4 years of meltdowns. Now, the same way that they are rallying and going hard about their money is the same way that we're rallying and going hard about our money. Like, why can't they see that? Why is it good for y'all to be able to do that, but we can't do that? Elon is simply saying, Trump is simply saying, do your job correctly. We won't run into these problems. And on top of that, stop creating false and fake government entities that really don't serve no purpose to help the American people. What a bunch of hate-filled cretins. Yep, they have been caught and they don't like it. Keep going, Elon. You and your brilliant coders are doing a great job. These career politicians are nothing but fools. Someone else said it. CNN might have learned their fake news lesson when Trump sued them, but old habits die hard. That is definitely true. Now, moving on, right here, a post from Pete St. On PhD writes, turns out Obama created DOGE? And this legally outright? What? Hold on, I can't even see that. I can't even see that right now. Hold on. Actually, those executive order expecting some illegal power grab or string. Obama created the United States Digital Service, USDS, in 2014. Okay, so it was called USDS in 2014. This guy right here says he asked Groke if it was true, and Groke totally failed him, which was weird. So he looked up the USDS, and sure enough, it was created under Obama. Then he looked up Doge EO, and sure enough, it's a rebranding of USDS. Look for yourselves right here. Oh my gosh. So we had an article right here on whitehouse.gov. It says, by the authority vested in me as president by the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America, it is hereby ordered, Section 1, purpose, the executive order establishes the Department of Government Efficiency to implement the president's DOGE agenda by modernizing federal technology and software to maximize government efficiency and productivity. I'm just trying to see. Okay, right here, Section 3. Excuse me, it says DOGE structure, reorganization, and renaming of the United States Digital Service. The United States Digital Service is hereby publicly renamed as the United States DOGE Service, USDS, and shall be established as the executive office of the president. There's the proof right there. Democrats. They don't even know. They don't even know. Jim Weed says, I didn't see anyone complaining when Elon was supporting Obama twice. Hillary, Biden, now they complain. Why is that? That's a really good question. I mean, think about it. Both Elon and Donald Trump were previously Democrats. Y'all got to take some credit. Y'all got to take some accountability for that. That's all I'm saying.
Breaking news, and the purge has begun. The Pentagon has officially kicked CNN out of their workspace. They no longer have an office inside the Pentagon. These are fucking times, boy. We getting buck wild.
As you can see, the sentiment is somewhat similar to mine right now. Like, yeah, we're gonna let them go. Somebody said, I think only news organizations should have press access. That's automatically disqualify CNN. I mean, yeah, pay for your own news network and get your credentials to be able to go into the White House as opposed to being bought in. The removal of CNN from Pentagon workspace is a reasonable decision given their history of biased reporting and lack of journalistic integrity, but it's unclear if this move will be replicated across other government agencies. I just need to give me some water, y'all, as y'all can see. I'll get some in just a second. But ponder this, though. What if Elon Musk actually purchases CNN? I don't know. You know, he purchased Twitter, but I don't know if it's possible. Ivanka Trump News tweeted out, breaking, if Donald Trump and Elon Musk buy CNN and turn it into a truth-focused news channel with Tucker Carlson as the main host, would you watch the CNN news network? You need to know. Let me know in the comment section right now. Would you? Yes or no? Somebody said yes, absolutely. Yes, of course. Dan, though, wrote no. What's the point of buying a lefty news network when there was already righty ones? The lefty audience would just change to other lefty channels, and the righty audience would stay where they are. When Elon bought Twitter, there was no effective righty social media. May have a point there. Somebody else said not worth the time or the effort. What else do we have here? Elon Musk parody account asking, should I buy CNN and make Tucker Carlson the CEO? I don't know, man. The TCN is doing pretty well by itself. Maybe turn CNN to TCN. Maybe. Now, as CNN's Dana Bash hyperventilates about Elon Musk and DOGE access to personal data, DHS Seg Noam methodologically schools her, okay, I got it right, on the authority given to DOGE for audits to be carried out. All right, let's go ahead and hear this out from her so I won't mess up no more words and how y'all in the comment section like, learn to read, young man.
Victims. Have you authorized Elon Musk and his team to have access to Americans' personal data that is housed inside DHS?
Yeah, we're working with them at the president's direction to find what we can do to make our department much more efficient. So I think it's important. This is essentially an audit of the federal government, which is very powerful and needs to have happen. That agency, and one of the things I've been very clear to the appropriators in the Senate and the House is please give me the authority to reprogram funds. There's funds
but that's different from him having access to personal data that is housed in.
The president has authorized him to have access.
And you feel
to that,
comfortable?
So absolutely.
I remember a time when Republicans were very careful about and worried about the government, particularly unelected people.
Well, we can't trust the government anymore.
Having access to personal data.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
You are the government.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, is that the American people now are saying that we have had our personal information shared and out there in the public.
Elon Musk has access to it.
Yeah, but Elon Musk is part of the administration that is helping us identify where we can find savings and what we can do, and he has gone through the processes to make sure that he has the authority.
You're totally
the president has granted him. I am today by the work that he's doing by identifying waste, fraud, and abuse. And his information that he has is looking at programs, not focusing on personal data and information.
Amen.
Not focusing on it, but he has access to it.
We'll be continuing to talk to him about what all he has access to. But this audit needs to happen to make sure that we are going through a process that adds integrity back into these programs. And people's personal information has been out there in these caseworks that have been closed for a long time, that people are getting responses now that they haven't had before.
Amen to that. I don't understand the delusion behind, or the just the confusion behind what Elon Musk's role is. Now, I want to go ahead and search Doge real quick because some interesting things popped up. But yeah, just to end off of that video, I really don't understand where the confusion lies. I don't understand why people are genuinely taken back by him having the access that he has, and they somehow got the narrative framed that he somehow using it to, you know, what am I trying to say? He's trying to use it to, you know, with illicit intent. My fault, y'all. Got distracted by something over here. Elon Musk is reported he's spending $40 million on 5 Super Bowl commercials that expose government waste that DOGE has found through USAID. You can smell the panic. Somebody said, hold on, what is this? Yes, the panic is real. Somebody said, I can't wait to see the Doge commercials. And that is today. The Super Bowl is the day. I'm going for that 3P, by the way. Hey, be mad at me. Be mad at me. If I'm being completely honest with y'all, I'm not a football fan, like, at all. However, I got the story of history potentially being made. And as a non-hardcore NFL fan, I just want to see some history be made, and I'm gonna watch it so I can see if I can get with it. That's it. I'm only on the basis of that. Don't crucify me now. Now, Michelle Maxwell posted this. Interesting. She said, I don't understand why Americans are rejoicing and finally knowing how our tax dollars are being spent. Are you glad that Doge is shining light? Oh,
y'all, Doge is an accountant's biggest dream. To go into the government and go through every single piece of dollar and tell the American people where it's going. This is commendable. From an accountant standpoint,
right.
I'm like, nobody has ever told us where our tax dollars were going. They told us what we wanted to hear. They didn't necessarily tell us what we needed to hear. And now that we're in this position to where they're telling us what we need to hear, and me just viewing the documentation and seeing where this money has been going, I don't understand why people aren't outraged. This is our money. We spend our life paying taxes, and this is where they decide to spend it? Ridiculous.
I know, man. You can give me some of my tax money back. I'm just saying. I can waste a whole lot of money on a whole lot of stuff I don't need myself versus y'all doing it. Desire posted, Doge uncovered that USAID funneled $84 million in Haiti relief funds to Chelsea Clinton. And guess what? $3 million went to her wedding. And $10 million bought a luxury mansion. She couldn't even be modest about it. She couldn't even just go ahead and get her $250,000, 400,000, something like that. Meanwhile, Haiti got next to nothing. Who else is sick of this corruption? I am, man. This right here is breaking news as well. It says Doge just announced their plan to bring back trillions of dollars stolen by corrupt politicians. Do you support seizing assets from corrupt officials? If yes, write it in the comment section. But I'll ask y'all yes for a few things. So you might have to give me some context as to yes or no or whatever. Anyhow, excuse me. The government wasted how much? $3 trillion since 2004? $170 billion in improper tax payments last year. over $500 million to dead people. Another $500 million in fraud. $81 billion improperly used by Medicaid. Why, y'all, man, people are upset at the wrong thing.
Nearly $3 trillion in taxpayer money
Nearly
since
$170 billion in improper payments last year.
$247 billion.
Billions blown on improper
Made
payments.
to people that should not have received them.
Overpayments, payments to the wrong recipient.
Dead people received more than $530 million last year in pension payments. Medicare paying $47 billion.
Hundreds of billions of dollars.
Medicaid improperly issuing $81 billion.
$644 million was fraud.
And $764 billion under 3 years of the Biden administration. These improper payments have piled up to a total of $2.8 trillion.
$20 billion per month, or enough to pay for 5 years of U.S. foreign aid to all countries.
For every man, woman, and child across the country, it was $850.
Who is receiving these payments? Well, in some instances, dead people.
Wow. Wow. And not only that, right below that, Barry Cunningham, great YouTuber, by the way. Go subscribe to him if you haven't. He says Democrats are going to flip when they find out President Trump has ordered Elon Musk to hire 45 new DOGE agents, chosen at his discretion to manage the audit, the FBI, and the Pentagon.
I don't know if it's kickbacks or what's going on, but the people, look, I ran on this, and the people want me to find it. And I've had a great help with Elon Musk, who's been terrific.
Bottom line, you say you trust him.
Trust Elon? Oh, he's not gaining anything. In fact, I wonder how he can devote the time to it. He's so into it. But I told him do that. Then I'm going to tell him very soon, like maybe in 24 hours, to go check the Department of Education. He's going to find the same thing. Then I'm going to go to the military. Let's check the military. We're going to find billions, hundreds of billions of dollars of fraud and abuse. And, you know, the people elected me on that. I don't know if it's kickbacks or what's.
This is exactly what we elected him for. Like, exactly what we elected this man for. Really, I don't know what else to say. Need I say more? He's Elon and Trump, that is. They are going to continue to see where our tax dollars are going. I'm all in. I'm all here for it. Now, this guy says what is this? He has words, 100% with him. She doesn't want DOGE meddling around because of her corruption. Of course, man, Elizabeth Warren is annoying. That's the video about security yesterday. I just want to make sure we updated on everything. Elon, every government should have a Department of Government Efficiency. I think it's only fitting to hear from Elon Musk himself.
I think generally for governments, that you basically need to have some process for trash collection, garbage collection. So if you only have a process for creating regulations, but no process for deleting regulations, eventually everything is illegal and nothing is allowed to happen, and progress comes to a grinding halt.
That's exactly what's been happening.
That all governments have a team that's responsible for reducing the size of government and for getting rid of regulations that may have made sense at one time, but no longer make sense currently, and simplifying the process. Otherwise, you get these things build up like plaque on arteries. Like you start having the sort of the
trillions of dollars since 2004 being wasted is what he's trying to say.
The sort of the flow of blood through the government get constricted with more and more buildup on the walls of the arteries. So you must have this cleansing process. Very important.
I like the way you put that. You don't have too much clutter. It's going to make it unhealthy. You're going to want to have something to help make sure the body of government is functioning correctly. Now, I'm going to end it off with this one. Megan says, for those striking fear in the people saying DOGE has created, has access to all your personal information, you are wrong.
Dingle Fox, you guys.
Oh, yeah, we ain't going to better play that. We ain't going to better play that. I tell you what, though, I retweet it so y'all can, you know what I'm saying, follow your boy. Maybe we can find somebody a little cleaner. DOGE findings at the U.S. Treasury. Y'all, some more? They got some more findings?
So more coming out from DOGE. Apparently this time it's the U.S. Treasury Department, who has more waste and abuse of taxpayer funds than so far anything else that they've looked at.
Is that right?
23%. And it appears that there are people receiving entitlements to the tune of $50 billion with a B dollars a year that have no known social security number or ID on file.
Mm-hmm. You learned about
$50
that.
billion. That's $1 billion a week in fraud and abuse. But not only is $1 billion a week going to unknown sources with no social security numbers,
I'm going to dead people.
No valid ID. In addition to that, apparently the Treasury Department doesn't keep itemized records of their payouts. So there's no way to follow up and check as to where the money is going.
Wow.
So as of right now, the Treasury Department and Elon Musk DOGE
But to let you not keep track of your stuff and you file your taxes.
has agreed that going forward, the Treasury Department will now itemize all of the payments that they make, like where the money's going, to what entities, to whom. It is shocking to me, and it should be shocking to every taxpayer, that our own Treasury Department has no accountability and keeps no formal records of where they're paying and what they're paying. We could not get away with that at home with our own budgets. And could you imagine if the IRS came into our houses and said, well, I want to see itemized list of all these things that you pay, and we didn't have it? They would say, well, we're just going to assume that you did X, Y, Z, and we're just going to slap what we think you owe. But there's no accountability on their end.
On their end,
This
at all.
is absolute insanity.
The fact that we're seeing this hypocrisy and people are protesting against this level of accountability speaks volumes to the damage done by legacy media and these Democrats, man. First of all, stay prayed up. Second of all, somebody's knocking on my door, so I got to go get to that. Super Bowl is today. Thank y'all for all the likes, comments, and everybody who subscribed today, all the donations, all the well wishes. Y'all go check on somebody today. You could be saving their life. And Chiefs.